Yo. Nah, peace and love, everybody. Hey, and you know what? I'm gonna start putting a little more pump in these conversations because I know people think I'm like dreading them, like, oh god. And it's not. I'm not dreading anything. I'm just like, it's like you telling somebody something 5,000 times and they still don't get it. That can be annoying. You know what I'm saying? Um, Everybody here on Earth has purpose. All of you do, even if you don't believe it. You do. My purpose is to shake shit up. Now, most people will be like, "Well, that sounds like a bad person." That's a no. Children are being raped as we speak. People are being indoctrinated by wickedness as we speak. The gangs are still flourishing. Ignorant ass vibrational music is still going. That's what I'm shaking up. Because you guys were letting it just flow for a minute. You guys were just chill with what's going on. So, the ultimate energy always sends down somebody like me to piss you off. And that's good. That's what we want. We want you mad. We don't want you comfortable because you've been too comfortable in slop, in ignorance, in wickedness for far too long. And there's a certain group that needs the assistance. So that's what we're doing here. So, Hocus Pocus versus common sense. What do I mean? Well, for the longest, a certain group of people have been trying to wish their problems away. Let's say it like that. They've been trying to wish their problems away. They've been trying to say, the universe, all this different stuff. And it's not working. And there is a reason for it. I'm going to read something. Now, look, I'm not even a Bible person. I'm really not. But I understand allegory and teachings and metaphors. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people don't. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to help you out real fast by just giving you a bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to give you a bar. Doesn't mean that, turn to Ezekiel chapter. No. Nothing like that. This is just interesting to me, and I think people need to hear this. So I want to get the King James Version too. Okay. So in Romans 1:24-32, this is what it says. Therefore, God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Now, people could, as homosexuality or being a slut. No. Let's keep reading. That's just 24, 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Do I even need to go any further? You know what? Forget it. We'll read the whole thing. And likewise, also the men leaving the natural use of the woman burned in their lust one towards another, men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was met. I could have said that wrong, but I get what they mean. They're talking about how you get AIDS and your butthole's falling out, you're dying. 28. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, conversiousness, maliceness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, whispers, malgity. These are old words, so it's like, I can't pronounce all this stuff. backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, whose knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So I said that, and I put it up on Facebook. I just said Romans 1:24-32, and I'm like, see, the universe will let you stay in your ignorance. It'll let you die in it. You know what I'm saying? Because people keep getting God twisted. They keep acting like when a bully comes up to God, he's just supposed to be like, well, I'm love, and it, no, turn the other cheek. That's Christ. That's talking to humanity. God is not a human. God is law. He's like, look, you either do this or you die. I will burn you in eternal flames. I will crack your heads upon the rocks. I will destroy you. That's what higher thought is saying. Why? Because if a burglar breaks in your house, you're not supposed to be friendly. That is not your job, especially as men on earth. You know your job is provision. You're supposed to stop things from even happening. Your job is to stop bullshit from happening. That is why the Lord put you here. That is your job. Remember, the curse for you is to work. There's many types of works. It's not just, no. You have a lot of different work that you have to do. Man is constantly stressed with the orders of Lord. That is your job. Your job is to bring structure in order to earth. That is why the preaching and the gospel was given to you, because you are the one who has to do it, my man. My men, it is up to us. Why am I bringing this up? Because in the black community, and it's mainly the women, the black community is full of charlatans, spellcasters, spooky people, bullshit. And it just reminds me of this.
Look, a giraffe! Look, a fist! Clowns.
That's what we're supposed to be doing with these clowns. We're supposed to be taking them out. Now, let's get started. Like I was telling my friend earlier, God is all-knowing. The universe is all-knowing, whatever name you want to give it. That means the universe knows black and white are adjectives. That means the universe knows there is no India in 1492. It is not God that is stupid. It is you that are stupid. And that's what we're trying to correct, because the Lord doesn't want you guys to be dumb. Newsflash for the Aboriginals. There is no way that you're going to bring this truth out and not clean up the ghetto. There is no way you're going to bring this truth out and not get rid of the child molesters, the liars of true information. You're going to have to get rid of them. Oh, you guys thought you could just dig in some history and then you're saved. No, you have the whole world to go against, just like Christ. He didn't go against just the Romans and the Pharisees. No, it was the whole world. The whole world was against him. That's why he had to die for the whole world. The whole point. That's the whole point, guys. Okay, so Centria, or whatever they call it. Let's get the facts on this. Okay, it is an African diasporic religion that developed in Cuba during the late 19th century. Oh, they're the worshipers. Okay, let's go even further with this. What religion is Santeria based on? Santeria, Way of the Saints, is an Afro-Caribbean religion based on Yoruba beliefs and traditions with some Roman Catholic elements added. How's it going to work if it's not real? How do you mix stuff and it's going to work?
Look, a giraffe! Look, a fist! Clowns.
How did that shit ever work if the Yoruba is over here due to slavery? You can't have both. You can't not have anything to do with the Hebraic doctrine and then turn around and say that these African slaves were sent over here because that's a curse from Yahweh and they were. No. Remember, blacks have only been slaves in America for 80 years. How's that? What the? How would? Blacks were only slaves in America for 80 years. These motherfuckers, it's 400 years. It says it in the Bible. Because America is not founded until 1776. And then you get free in 1865. That's about 80 years.
Message!
But why were we told about 40 years? Because people pardon me. People like to hustle. People know you only know is what you know. And from there, I can use you. So if you're going to read Deuteronomy, talking about 400 years, knowing Deuteronomy is thousands of years ago, that means that's already happened. How many times do the Hebrews go into slavery? Deuteronomy, they go into slavery. You will go into Egypt again. Okay. After the Hebrews got out of Egypt, weren't they eating their children? That's not a form of slavery. What about the Holocaust? That's not a form of slavery. I'm not even calling them real Jews. I'm saying you don't see how that has already happened. That can't be you. That's what I'm saying. That can't be you. Because remember, there's no America in the Bible. Oh, Babylon the Great. Oh, that's America. There is no America in the Bible, guys. You guys cannot claim something that even your God did not claim. God never talked about no America. No, he didn't. Guess what else? There's no Indians in the Bible.
Message!
Does that mean throw the Bible away? No. No. We're going to use the Bible because that's what's controlling the earth. That's why I read it. I don't read the Bible because I'm a believer. No, I know God. I don't believe in God. I know God. And Christ works within me. So I don't trip off what people believe. A lot of you are afraid of death. Most of you are afraid of death. Even though that's not the death you need to be worrying about. That's inevitable. You need to worry about your spiritual death, which is taking place right now. I'm spiritually killing you because I want you to wake up. You've been put in a game, a dumbass game. Now let's deal with common sense versus hocus pocus. You see how when I say that God made man from dust, and then I connect that with modern day scientists talking about how carbon-6 is formulated through stardust because of this big bang, this explosion, this star that made the periodical chart, all these elements. Yeah. Okay. Well, that trickled down. Why? Because of an old Mason quote that I heard years ago that I will never forget because it changed my life once I understood it. Thought slowed down to create light. Light slowed down to create sound, and sound forms geometrical shapes. God is thought. God had to slow down to create Christ, which is light, which is information. See, God is all-knowing thought. Everything that exists came from higher thought. It all came from God. Okay, but he had to slow it down so it could be comprehended. That's why he gave us Christ. That is the light. That is the way, because all that's going to do is lead you back to higher thought, which is Father. Okay, but if you slow Christ down, This is where you get your Antichrist, Lucifer, the fake morning star. That is where vibration comes from. That is your vibrational patterns. I could have swore they said he played all the music in heaven. That's your vibrational sounds. Okay, well, that slowed down and formed geometrical shapes, which is you. Now, does that mean, oh, you are 666, you're the mark? No, it's all allegorical and metaphorical. You have to comprehend. So modern scientists are telling you you're made from stardust, carbon-6. It's accumulated from the universe, dark matter. Okay. God in the Bible is telling you he created Adam or Adams, Adam or Atom, however smart that you are. He created Adam from the dust. Okay, then we can go all the way to ancient people. We can go to ancient people. This is way before any of this stuff took place, any of this American slavery, any of this stuff. The Egyptians have a mythos about Ra crying, and from these tears created the children of the sun, which is them. So they're saying from the tears of Ra, they were born. Okay, it's funny, they're all saying the same thing. They all just said the same thing. God didn't lie, you just don't comprehend God. God's beyond you. Higher thought is beyond you. You got to go all the way back to fucking ancient people to get the same metaphor that the modern scientists are saying that God told you in the beginning of the book. He told you this thousands of years ago. You didn't want to listen because you can't comprehend it. Is that our fault? No, because there's a lot of boule evil preachers out here that are not teaching the word allegorically. They want to keep you in fantasy island, a bunch of clowns. And what we got to realize is what we need to do with these clowns is this.
Look, a giraffe! Look, a fist! Clowns.
To the melanated being, they're making them clowns. All right. So I've already dispelled Santeria. We can see that's a made-up religion because it's a mix between these ancient Africans and their conqueror. These Roman Catholic elements that are in this teaching. That's why you see a bunch of Haitians with crosses on. This is why our Latino brothers and sisters have them big ass Jesus candles. This is why. But they're claiming that they have an original science of their ancestors, but they don't. They have a mishmash made up religion. You can't find Lord like that. And that's why they'll spend their lives idol worshiping, lighting candles, putting dollars on statues, all this wicked shit that they told you not to do. But they're doing it. Why? Because they mixed African with Catholic. And people be like, so what are you saying? Africans are devil worshippers, basically? In a way. In a way. These ones of today are. The ones of the past, I really can't say that because they were formulating original thought. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to think first for something to be thought of. So, I totally understand that. And I don't believe that Africans are like conquered as the Americans say. I don't believe that. I believe the African is still doing business. That's why there's still slaves being sold right now. And they'll be like, oh, there's areas in Africa that doesn't have a government. So wait a minute, what are you saying? If these foreigners took over Africa and established their government, where would places be that don't have a government in Africa? Are you talking about the wild? Are you talking about the untouched, tampered Africans? Okay, well, if they're the ones that are still trafficking humans, like, I'm not even going to lie to you. For the right price, you can buy an African baby. You can literally go to Africa and buy one of their kids for the right price. They'll sell it to you. These motherfuckers is taking shits in the middle of the street, dead face. Not face like, worried. No, just Cars you drive by. Don't get it confused. Hindus still wash their face in cow piss. They say it's good for the skin. It's good for the hair. I'm saying this because it was my people that taught civilization. It was my people that had the first civilization. We are the original civilized beings. But we're up against a lot because they made Holly weird. They made Fantasy Island. They allowed you guys to perpetuate the dreams off of things that they introduced to you. See, I'm going to go hard today. I'm going to go real hard today. Tarot cards. Everybody wants to, I can read your future. I can tell you who you are, man. Where your life's going, bro. Oh, man. Oh, it's the Heart of Swords. Oh, man. The Fool, the Magician. Oh. This means if you don't spread salt around your front door and spin 3 times and say lima beans, the demons are going to get you. That'll be $58.95. Lord wants me to whoop y'all ass because you've been playing too long. Torah cards invented. The earliest reference to Torah all date to the 1440s and 1450s and fall within the quadrilateral defined by the northern cities of Venice, Milan, and Florence. Okay, that's all Italy. Your binal. That's all Italy. Because of the complicated nature of the game by that point. I'm going to say that again. Because of the complicated nature of the game.
Message!
Oh, my goodness. By that point, it is likely that it had begun evolving earlier in the century. Okay, so the 1400s. All right, great. So you're going to bet your life and actually spend money with these motherfuckers on the credit that they know what they're talking about on some shit that was invented in the 1440s. Next time you see one of them motherfuckers.
Look, a giraffe! Look, a fist! Clowns.
We're all fucking grown-ass adults here. Life is really on the line. Kids are really being killed, brainwashed every day. You can see the degradation of black people. Look at it. The only thing they can argue about old hip-hop is them fruity-ass outfits that they was wearing. But newsflash, look what decade they're coming out of. They're coming out of the 70s. Everybody dressed fruity in the 70s. All dudes had them tight-ass fucking shirts on, them tight-ass fucking booty shorts. Remember basketball in the 70s? Look at them fucking shorts. Bell bottoms all tight on your butt. Like, come on, bro. How you gonna blame hip-hop for coming in a generation right after the fucking fruitcake 70s? Look at the 70s. Look at them. Before then, y'all had suits. And there's what's his name? Fatback or what? Fuck that. Hold on. Here come the judge. Why the fuck did he do that? Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. What the fuck is? Who made that song? Pig Meat, Mark Ham. Now that's in 1968. So you can't. Bro, that's 68. They was wearing suits back then. So the original outfit of the MC is not even them weird ass outfits. It was suits. People was wearing suits and ties when they was first rhyming. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say this. You can see the deterioration in Negro Americans. You can see it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all went from talking about love and peace to robbing and killing people. And you guys are the only ones doing it. You can't lie. It don't matter how much rock and roll artists had skulls and bones and death all on their albums. Them white boys was crying. Facts. Like, go listen to that shit. Go get the scariest looking CD of a white rock and roll dude in the 80s. Man, the niggas is singing. Listen to Metallica, bro. They talking about fucking people dying and love. It's like, listen to it. You got to listen to it. You can't be afraid because somebody put a fucking boogeyman in front. Like, that's the whole point of the genie. They would hide, and I'm not saying that those are real, but I'm saying they would hide precious stuff behind things, booby traps, all different types of stuff. Big ass statues with mean mugs on them. Like, y'all be thinking these little dragon statues in front of these China fucking temples is on some, oh, that's just design. No, motherfucker, it's to scare people off, B. Who didn't know that? Who didn't know that? That's the whole point of the white dude. No offense to him, but it's like, if you knew secretly that you were stealing melanated beings' information and ruining them with their own shit and they didn't get it, you would be kind of scared too. You would keep yourself living way the fuck off in the hills somewhere. You would have security around the clock. You would have cameras everywhere. You would have all this type of, like, you wouldn't even talk to these people because you know if they wake up, they probably gonna whoop your ass. So it's like, you can see it. So what's he hiding behind? Police. This court system he made up, all these fucking holidays, and oh, he's a devil worshiper, and oh, he's so scared. Shut the fuck. That dude is hiding. He is hiding. You ever seen people that are part of that Luciferian church? They don't look like people you'd run from. They look like motherfucker with contacts on, black trench coats, hair down. That's why the rock and roll artists sound like that. It's like you're trying to sound scary, bro. You're not scary. You got to get past all that fucking the Wizard of Oz shit. Toto did it. The dog did it. The dog did it. That's a damn shame. Everybody else was scared as fuck. Toto could smell this nigga like, motherfucker smell like a ham sandwich. Hold on, let me get back here. Get your dog. Motherfucker moved the veil real fast. Just some fat dude playing. Like, bro, okay, that's what they're doing. You got all these people, you know what I'm saying? Nas was even saying that I got my fortune read from the palm lady. It's like, nah, shut up. Shut up. I'm not saying that vibrationally it can't maybe tell you something, but it can't tell you something. I've had somebody read my fucking palm. They told me I was going to run into money and I was going to lose it. They told me the person I was dating, we was going to be together, but we wasn't going to last. And I'm like, okay, but nigga, that's like some standard shit. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you got right was, yeah, I ran into some money, but that's life though. Motherfucker, when this shit happened, I was only like 21, 22. You damn right, he's probably going to run into some money. And it's like, even the money that I ran into, it's not like it was a meal. It's not like it was 3 mil, 4 mil. No, it was some bread though. It was up there. It was in the meal quarters. It was in the quarters, but it's like, it wasn't nothing like Grand Supreme or nothing. And I remember she told me, she's like, I could tell you more, but I don't know if you want to know. And I was like, I don't. I'll figure it out when I get there. And now that I'm here, oh, there's no way in hell she could have told me this. The only thing she would have been able to tell me is, yo, you're going to change people's minds. You're going to get it, like, eventually the internet is going to like expand and it's going to turn into, because the internet really wasn't popping like that at that time. The internet was still like not dial up, but it still wasn't like, there wasn't nothing really going on the internet. It was like 2008, 2007, something like that. It's like Facebook don't start until 2009. So, I mean, not Facebook, YouTube. YouTube's like the first one up. then you get Facebook, then Instagram, then Snapchat, then all this other. But it's like YouTube is like the first one really like keeping people drilled on the internet. And that shit didn't come out until 2009. This is before all that. So it's like, if anything she was going to tell me, she was going to tell me about the future electronics and how you're going to get your word out. But it's like, okay, lucky guess. Those are all lucky guesses, motherfucker. That doesn't really claim that the shit works. And if it does work, here's the thing. If it does work and you're able to tell people's lives, would that be really considered something good? Can't be. Why? Because you don't know the winning lotto numbers. For some reason, these motherfuckers can tell you the wind that blew in your room last night was your Uncle Jerry who died way back in the day. They can tell you, you know what I'm saying, this person is going to cheat on you. They can find dead bodies. They use the psychic to get leads on where the poor Carol Jeswick's body remains. It's like, they can do all that shit. Couldn't cash out, though, for nothing. Wouldn't go to the fucking casino and like, it's like, you don't have to tell people you're a psychic. You don't have to do any of that shit. Why would you just go there and cash out? Why not? Because the shit's bogus, bro. Like, you can't do certain things with it. And you're using evil. That's the funniest shit. They be like, oh no, it's good. Why wouldn't the good pay you off? Why is the good not paying you off? Or if it's not good and it's bad, why is that not paying you off? Why the only way it seems that you can get rich on earth through the bad door is through either gay, touching the kids, or killing somebody? Why is it always like the creme de la creme for the devil? He's like, look, baby, if I'm gonna cash you out, you're gonna have to be me. You got to worship me fully, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if they fucking ass, grown man, you lose your manhood. See, it's different. I can't claim it for women because y'all like, I don't even feel y'all created morals. I don't feel that y'all did any of that. I believe a man taught you all that because y'all are more quick to go both ways than men ever have been. Men have never been that quick to just dig in some muscle butt. No. But y'all are quick as hell to lick some coochie. I don't get it. Like, well, kind of I do, because men don't bust in their hands and they eat it. But women do play with the dildo, put it in them, pull it out, lick on it. They stick their fingers in themselves, they pull it out, they lick on it. Like, women are weird. Like, that's how I know that you are a helpmate to man you're not supposed to lead, because that alone tells me that you did bite that apple first. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Look what you do. Look what you do. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, that's fucked up. Dog, I just took what y'all call fantasy and brought it to reality in the 21st century.
Damn!
They said Eve was talking to the devil 1,000 years ago. Okay, people don't want to believe that. Why does she stick her finger in her vagina, pull it out, and lick on it? Why does she do that? Men do not do that. Men do not ejaculate and then eat it. They don't. And the only reason the Egyptians verified that story is because they learned from the animals and they seen the baboon. I have seen the baboon in modern times. Somebody recorded it. He was on top of their car. He jacked off, busted, and then ate it. And they were like, oh my God, what the fuck? And even I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? but soon as I saw that, my higher thought went into work immediately. And the first thing I thought of was Geb. And they show him, you know, basically like sucking his own penis. And I'm like, oh, okay, say he replenishes him because he's the earth. It's representing the earth itself. Okay, the earth replenishes itself. Okay, this is true. But where did they get that concept from? People think they thought of it. No, they learned from the animals. And they love the baboon, the great baboon. That's one of their best friends. You can actually find the Torah card, the magician, and under the table is the baboon sitting right there. So, you know, I don't know if the baboon taught man how to jack off. And, you know what I'm saying, the Egyptian was like, oh, thank you. Oh, that felt pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But then you watch them eat it. And they do have a story about one of their gods eating their own sperm. See, like, I'm telling you, bro.
Damn!
I'm Egyptian. came out my ass. I'm an Indian, motherfucker. I'm an American Indian. They be like, oh, there's plenty of gay stories. Like, who did that shit? Old ass fucking fuck, what's his name? Brother Reggie. He tried to pull out some gay shit from Peru. And I'm like, nigga, first of all, I ain't from Peru. I'm up north. I'm a woodland Indian. I ain't got nothing to do with your fucking twin two spirits. I don't have to even that story didn't even take place where I'm at. So I'm like, nigga, I don't know nothing about none of that shit. I don't know nothing about your two spirit. I don't know nothing about your gay fucking collections. You know what I'm saying? In South America, I ain't got nothing to do with that. And them fuckers didn't even look old. Them things in South America didn't even look old. The motherfuckers look kind of new, like they created them. But whatever, I don't even care. You can have that. Nigga, I'm up north. I ain't got nothing to do with that weird shit whatsoever. Hell, I ain't no fucking Kimite. Get the fuck out of here. I appreciate the rhymes, it helped me make and the spiritual growth I got, when I was on my Black Power mission. But I woke up. Damn it, I woke up. I'm sorry. You can't keep a nigga down like that. You can't. And here's the fucked up thing before I can tell you. My people will act like you can't grow up. Like all y'all started out, Black Power, you a freaking lie. All y'all started out with the deacon and the Sunday breakfast and the ushers and go and see the king. All y'all started out like that, or y'all started out with Ishmael, Rahman, Rahim, or y'all some Jehovah's Witnesses, whatever the case may be. But no. I'm not buying that. Y'all just always been pro-black militant. Shut up. That shit just started in the 60s. How you always pro-black militant? Militant shit just started. Motherfuckers wasn't doing that shit back in the day. Oh, the African Society Lodge. Yeah, all fucking Illuminati Mason built, man. Shut up. Why the hell these people call themselves African and they all bound down to a Prince Hall who's not even from Africa? He's from Barbados. He's Barbadian. I don't care what none of you motherfuckers say. I know he was born. He's not African. So why is he walking around with Africa on his fucking belt? Because it's a fake. It's a phony. It's a setup to get you niggas to go somewhere. Dog, I'm telling you, these motherfuckers stole.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
How you say? These motherfuckers been full of shit. So, all right, fuck it. Y'all didn't piss me off. See, you didn't piss me off. I didn't told you Torah cards. All right. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Nah. Check this shit out. Ghost Story is a piece of fiction or drama that includes a ghost or simply takes a premise, the possibility of ghosts, of characters, belief in them. Now, that's not even what I want. I want the history. Nah, it's not. Where's the first one?
He's talking about 1929, and I'll run down the 5 premises of a ghost story. The pretense of truth, a pleasing terror, no gratuitous bloodshed or sex, no explanation of the machinery, uh, setting those of the writers and readers' own day. So, you know what I'm saying? Ghost story has to be, a part of, their time or whatever. But also on the side, you can clearly see it says fantasy, you know, um, the genres, you know what I'm saying? Creatures, magic, magician, tropes, fantasy worlds, you know what I mean? Subgenres, comedy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep going, but it's like 1929, that's when they started the 5 premises of a ghost story. But nah, where is that? No, they got it still. Nah, nobody cares about no fucking 1840s. Oh, no, that's a book. Okay, they got my main point of talking about ghost stories was because they were invented in America. They were invented in America. About Japanese and samurais rising from the dead, but not really. The first stories about ghosts are from America. Fuck, I can't. I'll re-look it up another day. I'll look it up another day because I'm telling you, there's this certain way to find it. But I'm saying that to say this. Peep how at the end of the day, none of these Indians have came back from the dead. Like no ghosts, no ghosts running around. Peep how none of these black African slaves have came back. None of them cutting throats, nothing like that. But you would believe that ghosts are real. It's like that's hocus pocus. That's what I'm trying to say. That is hocus pocus, and that's the thing. See why they got you living a fantasy devil. That's one thing I'll give Pan Africans, because Khalid Muhammad used to say it all the time. He said, "You get me your devil out the Bible, and my devil on earth will run that devil into the ground." And he's right, because that devil don't exist. You ain't got to worry about burning on fire when you're dead. What you got to worry about is burning on fire with all this truth. Christ said it himself. Your second baptism would be in fire. He didn't say you were getting thrown in the lake of fire. That's totally different. The lake of fire is not Dante's version of hell. The hell's inferno, Dante's inferno. That's not true. The lake of fire is in Revelations. He's talking about these 2 lakes that people don't ever talk about because nobody ever talks about the end of the book. I actually have an old video that I'm gonna put up that's gonna help y'all with that. But it's a total different science that we're talking. When you get your second baptism, it is going to burn because you're going to find out about Hindustan 1492. You're going to find out about all this stuff, and you're going to get mad. You're going to be hot because that's what it's about. It's about having the knowledge. The knowledge is an eternal light. It's always burning. What is light? What is the concept of a light? Where did we get that from? The sun. Okay, the sun is burning. So peep the game in what I'm trying to say. This ain't no hocus pocus. This is what you're seeing. What you see on earth has never been. It's never been like this. Never seen an agenda ran rampant like that. You never seen black people sporting clothing for a group that took them for 100 million, and they were their own people supposedly, and didn't even bat an eye. There would be riots all up and down old Harlem in the 20s. If you were selling some bad meat or something like that, they wouldn't just let you ride. Look at these Negroes today. Why? Too much hocus pocus. You're getting all these magic tricks from people that don't even believe in a higher power. It doesn't have nothing to do with God. It's just a word. Actually, it's just a title. But you can call it the omnipotent one, you know, the unfathomable, you know what I'm saying? The dynamical, the most prolific, the amazing, the incredible. It'll be endless. It'll be endless to speak about higher diction and higher thought and higher vibration. You couldn't just give it one word anyway. And why would you knock it anyway? Why would you knock waking up and making sure your kids got something to eat, washing your body, treating yours good? Why not? Why would you argue with this? It's the old good Mason saying, cleanliness is next to godliness. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. And it's a good one. The more you play around with this stuff, and the more you let them real homicide and fake homicide, all these actors and performers, you know they're dirty as hell, because Allison Mack was sneaking girls all through the industry. What did what's that boy name? Because I don't listen to these dudes. Not Lil Peep, because he died. The other one. The other little whatever. He said he saw Adam 22 in the back room boning the girls at his shows when he was 16 years old. So he like, you knew they was underage girls. So you got Allison Mack, you got Adam 22, you got Mystical. You know, y'all don't believe this stuff is going on. Mystical had to rape 3 women for y'all to finally convict him. 3. He got to abuse 3 women until black people figured it out. Oh, this is enough. Oh, I can't take anymore. Oh, wow. 3 people have to be victims. 3 people have to be hurt, kidnapped, raped, all types of stuff for you to get it. Oh, but you say it about black people. No, I said the whole industry's wicked. The whole thing is smoke and mirrors. That's the start of it. It started from the minstrel show. And then it went to the Wild Bill Circus, where supposedly you have real Indians that just got conquered and took over playing circus with the white guy. And it ain't even been 10 years.
Message!
You can't make this shit up. You can just figure it out. But how would you do that with a bunch of hocus pocus around? People got you thinking, yo, the chakras, man. Chakras, man. If you align your chakras, man, you'll meet the great Buddha in the midst of the abyss of the great eternal wisdom. You know, if you did any studying on what you talk about, instead of listening to coon CIA members, you would know that they're invoking demons. They're invoking them. They want spirits. They're calling spirits in them. Now, you already have a spirit. You're born with one. Oh, what about the Spirit of Christ? You're supposed to observe and revere it. You know what I'm saying? And study it and understand the build. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to try to, you know, take it with the shit and take. You'd be taking in everybody. You'd be taking in Moses, Malachi, Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to take it like it's kind of weird, don't you think? But Christ said, you know what I'm saying, eat the bread and drink the wine. Nigga, it's an allegory. He even shows you allegory in the fucking story. He's telling you, he's like, and with this bread, this is my flesh. And with this wine, this is my blood. He's telling you, nigga, no, of course, not literally me. What the fuck? What are you, a cannibal? What's wrong with you? It's like, he's literally telling you in the story, with this bread, this is my flesh. And with this wine, this is my blood. It's like, it's allegory, it's metaphor, it's deep bars, you know what I'm saying? Deep bars. He said, that's how I will live within you. He didn't say, take a bite of me, you know what I'm saying? Bartholomew, take a bite of me, Bartholomew. Yes. Ow. Actually, you cannot hurt me. I'm great. But it's like, yeah, that's not how it happened. It's metaphors, it's allegory. He's talking to his brothers. He's telling them some bars. He like, look, I know, you know, y'all believe, but it's like y'all not gonna fully get it until you get it. All right, 12 energies in the room. All right, like now remember, you can invoke them, or you can get the science. What's this other stuff black people doing? Calling on their ancestors. Yo, explain something to me. How the fuck is something gonna work when they got their ass whooped with it? Explain that to me. Explain how Yoruba, Baloo, Yabba Dabba Doo, explain how any of that shit is going to work if they got conquered and they selling their own people. They sold us, man. Get the Hebrew Israelites a mile away. We ain't no damn Africans, man. They sold us, man. It's like, yo. I'm not saying you get it, but you get a little bit of it. You understand a little bit of it. You're not them. Now, does that mean hate people fresh off the boat? Yo, what's with all this white racism stuff? Y'all gotta stop doing that. Oh, you can't hate everything. First of all, you don't tell me what I can fucking do. But second of all, why are you putting that shit in my head? Why before I think you want me on a sympathy act? You can't see that about them. They don't know. So why they come over here and not really talk to the American Negro like that? Why not? Why ain't we got this great connection like y'all claim that Malcolm X got when he linked up? You remember George Dick Gregory? Yeah, and right when Malcolm was shot, they were shooting whoop-de-whoop. It was right there. It was right there. For some reason, when they come over here, they don't really be doing business with y'all like that. They don't really link up. They're not on that same mission for some reason. There is an interception, frequency block, right? Maybe the port of entry. Maybe when they come here, they're told something. And I forgot who said this shit, but somebody confirmed it that was a foreigner. They tell them, don't fuck with the niggas. Don't talk to them. You can take their money. You can laugh at their jokes. You can imitate them. You can do whatever you want, but you cannot help them come up. No way, if, ands, buts. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's a deflect. Maybe the only reason Malcolm got to it because he went over there, right? Jabari's been going over there for like 20-something summers. East Africa and West Africa. He ain't got an army yet. Oh, everybody knows Sinetta TV in Africa. Dog. You know what's so funny about Sinetta? Sinetta has like 184,000 subscribers. This motherfucker has been on here for 15, 20 years. This motherfucker only has 184,000 subscribers. He be all on both pages. Dog, first of all, he could put all his pages together. He's still not fucking with Dane Calloway. Dane Calloway is like 500,000 something. That's so weird. Like, Sinetta could literally put all his pages together and you would barely make it to what Dane is doing. So, we're heard all in Africa. You don't think they know who Dane Calloway is? You keep thinking that shit. You keep thinking that people don't know who the Indians are. And they don't see the awakening taking place. And the only reason I'm using Dane is because he's the one with the highest name. All of us are out here on the same mission, but he's the one with the most clout. You know what I'm saying? And he's the one who's been putting in the most documentative work. You know what I'm saying? Not saying everybody else don't have their, powwows and lectures, but it's like, no, you're not putting it together with the editing and the sound. And he just like Tupac Hocus, very good on their editing work. Both of them are good. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny it. Their documentary work is excellent. And I have a brother coming up, Brother Beloved. He gonna be the next one. I'm calling it. He gonna be the next secret diamond in the rough. That changes the game. Watch. I guarantee it. Why didn't that shit work for the slave? And why do they still have us talking about this shit? Why they have us talking all that Egypt shit, and Egypt got their ass whipped? That's the first thing the white dude did when he conquered Egypt. He went to their deity that they were worshiping at the time and broke it. And they were just, he's like, oh, my bad. I thought he was supposed to do something. I thought he was going to kill me. I guess not. Put your hands behind your back. Yeah, it's like you playing yourself, not understanding the allegorical truth. You know what I'm saying? Once you inherit the wisdom, once you get anointed with the knowledge and you get it, that's when people need to start listening. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard because there's going to be a lot of agents out there, a lot of people that are, sucking their own penis. You know what I'm saying? Busting the gap. A lot of y'all are busting the gap right now. You suck your own penis and you're really not getting us nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to bleed the information out. You don't. And you don't have to make shit up. Why the fuck you going to make something up if 1492 he already did it for you? He's already made something up. He created a fucking lie that didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make any fucking sense. There is no India in 1492. There isn't one until 1947. We have already done this on this page. We have shown people several times. What else would be the big secret? What would be all the fucking secret lodge meetings and all this shit for? Because they know that the blood is on your hands because you are the secret chosen people that have been hit in the head and put to sleep on your own shit. And they have been wreckaging and pillaging and murdering and doing all types of sinful stuff in your name because it is your soil. Like they say, you know what I'm saying? God is white and God is the ruler of the land. Now people will be like, oh, well, see, white. No, light, chessboard. The person who even gave you that science was a Moor. Noble Drew Ali. Okay, he's a Moor. So he's following the people that invented chess. Okay, the white piece moves first. So what are they talking about? It's light. Shit, man. Man, y'all lucky, man. Y'all lucky, man. I ain't even think of this shit, man. I ain't even think of this shit, man. Y'all lucky, man. Y'all lucky as shit. Man. Y'all, man, y'all lucky, man. Yo, right, all the way lucky. Y'all, wow. Doing it anyway. I don't even give a fuck. I ain't give a fuck. I'm doing it anyway. I'm just gonna show y'all. Fuck it. Yo, tell him, old monk. Tell him for the fuck. I mean, no. Tell him, old explorer dude. Tell him for the record. don't even know if y'all heard that, but he Z's light. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't even know if y'all heard that shit, but look, and he got the little more hat. See, y'all don't even get the science, the true science of what I'm doing.
Aziz, light!
Much better. Thank you, Aziz.
Y'all don't even get what I'm doing right now, sir. So I be like, I need to get that Unconscious one interview. That's what I need. I'm gonna pay for that. I ain't gonna pay a lot, but I'm gonna pay for that. I'm gonna make sure I give him some money for that. I need a real conversation with somebody like him because he says before he even got into this Indian Aboriginal conversation, he was a Moor. So for him to get the fuck out of that and to start talking about this is interesting because me and him haven't really dialogued enough for him to know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And things I have already spoke about. So it'll be a good build to talk about this light conversation. I'm not talking about no white people. No, I'm talking about this light conversation. It's gonna be a good one. But I say all that to say this. You can either believe in something that you see has got a group not politically strong, not unifiably strong, not economically strong. Ever since they've been on that boohoo route, we've been weak as hell. Before that, we had businesses, we was making patents, all different types of stuff. Now we don't make anything. Last thing, I can't even say if it's the last thing, but it's like the most current thing that I think we invented was the Chrysler 300. I think because before that it was a Super Soaker. Okay, you see the difference in making gas masks and traffic lights. You know what I'm saying? Because that was one black man who had only got as far as the 6th grade education in this European public school programming. He made 2 inventions that changed the world: the gas mask and the traffic light. It's a black man. You gotta love it. Trust me, and the sisters is cold too. There's a lot of things that the sisters made that's like something else, like the gauze and shit for the hospitals. Black woman made that. The fucking foldable bed, the Craftmatic, black woman made that. The foldable bed, black woman made that. See, I get busy on you. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I get busy. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to black history, true black history, Negro American history. Oh man, the Indians stand strong, man. Because I'm not playing this dumbass game with you. I'm not letting them split up my legacy. I'm not. Y'all can talk about them teepees if you want, man. I had Weetus. I don't even know what y'all talking about. I don't even know what the fuck a fucking teepee is, nigga. I had Weetus. You know how big a fucking Weetu is? A Weetu is like a fucking apartment, like real shit. Like you know them 1 bedrooms in New York, them big ass fucking apartments. Well, that's like a Weetu. That's what the Weetu like. Big ass motherfucking dome. Built that shit. And guess what? All them big ass domes used to be surrounded by big ass tall wood posts. Like the fort. I think we're gonna have to do that next. I think the next video is how the Indian created the fort. Keep giving it to these punk ass motherfuckers that came over here. It's like, yo, no. We've been doing this. When they first met us, we already doing this. Excuse me. And remember, the Spaniard hadn't even been over here. I'm a woodland Indian. I'm from the East Coast. Spaniard didn't even get over here. They never even got out of Texas. Remember, as far as they got, the Alamo got clapped down. Pow! They didn't even get out of Texas. So you can South America, that's cool. That's cool, player. I didn't say nothing about that, player. I didn't say nothing. What I'm saying is they get past Texas. That's historical facts. Them Indians and them fucking cowboys work together to close that deal. And see, that's another weird thing. People don't even understand why we booted them people back down there. Now you see them come around today. And I'm not knocking race. That's not what I'm saying. I'm knocking culture. You start noticing the difference in things. It's just simple observance. It's just simple. It's nothing wrong. It's just observing things. That's all. But yo, I'm saying all that to say this. I'm Woodland Indian. Nipmuc. Hey, we Tuesday had all them type stuff. Fish King, man. The Fish King, man. Big nets. Big fish, man. Lobsters and shit. Remember that fucking Thanksgiving is on Plymouth Rock, player. That's New England. And Massachusetts, baby. And you know that's an Indian word. I just want y'all to know that. That's not white people stuff. No, that's our stuff. Means the big hill. Massachusetts, the big hill. That's why they landed on the rock. But yo, I'm saying that to say this. Yeah, lobsters at that first Thanksgiving, man. Seawater and biscuits is all the pilgrims brought. It's all they brought. Seawater and biscuits. They ain't had no potatoes with them, man. Come all the way from England, didn't have no potatoes with you, man. Disrespectful, which we didn't even need them because we had sweet potatoes. We didn't even like them bitter ass shits that y'all be growing. Yeah, sweet potatoes been over here. Yeah. Long time. Lobsters too. Oh yeah. See, that would be pissing me off about you Pan African niggas. Y'all be like, oh yeah, so what did you eat? Lobster, bitch. What the fuck? I had no lobster. Nigga, we had lobster at the first Thanksgiving. What the fuck you talking about? We put the white boy on everything. Turkey. He ain't know about no motherfucking turkey. I'm celebrating Thanksgiving. It's my food, bitch. What are you talking about? Pumpkins, squash. Hello. Oh, all right. It's soul food. Nigga, that was leftovers. What are you talking about? Once we get back to the real turkey and lobster, you bitch ass nigga. Yo, as far as the devil, I just want y'all to know something. He has a message for y'all.
Malachi! He wants you too, Malachi. He wants you too.
Gonna come. Y'all thought this shit was never gonna happen. Y'all thought Judgment Day was never gonna happen, right? Y'all just thought some poof in the air was just gonna be judging you. Bow down now. It's the power. No. We are his children. We speak for him. We are the music makers. We are the dreamers of the dreams. We are here to stop you, just like you are here raping and murdering and lying and betraying the people. Why would we have to bring the Father out the sky? For what? He gave us knowledge. It's called allegorical wisdom, due through the wizardry of older men that knew you could not just give child everything they want. You have to make them work for it. So they hid things in allegorical patterns for you to decipher. And you're mad at them. Talking about they're weird, they're woody, they allow you to rape women. No, that is your choice. They tell you what they're doing in the book. They killed off all the men. So there's no way that these women or these young girls could procreate. So they will wither off and die. They cannot fend for themselves. There's wild beasts out here. They have no tools. They have no weapons. They will die. So you take them. Now, with 130 and 26-year-olds, why the fuck would you be creeping around the 9 and the 8 and 5-year-olds? That makes no sense. They will still be going to school. Same routine as always. See, they thought they were going to get away. You thought you were going to get away from education, huh? You thought we were just going to be raping you and have you cooking in the kitchen. That's not how it works. They will still be educated and going to school. Now, as far for the 26 and the 30-year-olds and the 40-year-olds, you will be concubines. It is what it is. Where were you going? You cannot survive on your own. There is no towns and cities that you can just go back to. And so it doesn't work like that. This is ancient times. You see how when I use common sense with the book, it makes more sense. And now you can use it instead of sitting there arguing your emotions about stuff you don't comprehend. Why? Because God frequency is very high up. Can't be there dealing with racism and stuff like that. That's child stuff. Now, responsibility is responsibility. Whoever, did the deed has to, pay the due. I'm not, discrediting that. I'm saying at the end of the day, it's not just him. It's all of them. All of them are a part of the United Nations. All of them took that vow of silence when they created India out of Hindustan and vowed to never tell anybody because they didn't. And then they come to the American public school programming and they see that it's a lie and they say nothing. I think that's enough time for you guys today. I think I have done my due diligence by being honest with you. Something that people are not doing nowadays. But always remember, when these clowns come around, do them a favor.
Look, a giraffe! Look, a fist! Clowns.
Get these demons out of your system, yo. Get these demons out of your system, yo. If they still talking about rituals and hottie, and you're just supposed to be happy and live your life. No. Melanated beings ruled the world. They lied about the American children. They're raping and murdering people. Who's here to stand up and fight for righteousness? I know I'm not by myself. Peep the clues, check the game, and remember, you're in the land of the Indian. The original people, the hidden people. Why? For so long. Even them, these wicked bastards, even them had to hide you. Why? Look at all the talent. Look at all the praise. Look at all the wonders that you can do here. Have you murdering yourselves at the end of the day? Have you speaking low, foolish vibrations at the end of the day? And you are the stratosphere of it all. The gift. The blessed children. No one can deny this. Japanese would never know what rock and roll is if it wasn't for our man. Our man. And you know who I'm talking about, Chuck Berry. And I'm talking about Elvis. Elvis is not the king, never could be. Without Chuck Berry, there is no rock and roll. You can't have Jimi Hendrix creating heavy metal. See, another one that you have to praise. Oh, how so does a country man love country music? But he would have to credit Muddy Waters for the blues and the black church. See? This is all on American soil. Even these slaves, these beatings, these runaways, these freedom fighters, all this stuff is still done on American soil. They never went anywhere. They never were from anywhere. All these glorious tales, even the story in Brazil, the Raptors, it's only in America. So you can credit yourself from being from somewhere else that you never went back to. Same goes for the Haitians. You talk all that tough stuff, but you stayed on that rock. You're so tough, you can kill the white man, but you didn't sell your way back home. Or are you not from there at all? And maybe the killing wasn't from you getting off the boat, but from them trying to put you on a boat. Would we ever know, truthfully? Probably not. Oh.